Hey guys, in today's video I just want to talk about breaking sub 25 kilometers, and I finally done it, lads. I finally broke that barrier, and I can kind of attribute it to two main points, two changes that I made in my training recently. And the first one of them is I joined back up kickboxing. So basically just high intensity workouts, and I was only doing it once a week, but it's about an hour 10 minutes, hour 20 minutes, but it's really hard, and I'm really pushing myself. And I kind of had these in my head as almost like VO2 max sessions, because you're going hard for 3 minutes and then you have a 60-second or 90-second break, 3 minutes hard break, 3 minutes hard break. So it's kind of like VO2 max interval sessions basically. But yeah, look, I started that 9 weeks ago. So 9 weeks I've been going consistently every week, just going. And like years ago I used to do kickboxing 3, 4, 5 days a week. Sorry. I used to do nearly every day of the week. I used to do it when I was younger, so I kind of have a love-hate relationship with kickboxing. I go for a year, stop for 6 months, go for a year, stop for 6 months. But I finally said, right, I was going to go back. So this point alone was I noticed really good, because I was sweating so much that I started to lose a little bit of weight. Now I'm still in around the same weight. Currently I'm 88 kg, and about 9 weeks ago I was about 90 kg, so about 2 kilograms, which I believe is 4.4 pounds, so it's about 4.5 pounds. My second factor to breaking this 20 minute 5k was interval sessions. So for the last 3 weeks I've started intervals, and in that 3 weeks I've done 3 sets of 400 meter intervals, and I've done 1 set of 800 meter intervals. So it's still only at the start of my interval journey. Like I'm still only getting the mindset around it, and learning my paces and what I need to be doing and what kind of pace I need to be hitting, and so and so, but I kind of found that the intervals are really after getting my speed up. And it was almost immediate, but after the first week of doing my 400 meter intervals, I just noticed like my legs felt faster, my legs felt stronger, faster, and it's probably just running at the faster pace. But like I was running my 400s at, just for example, 3:45, 3:48 per kilometer pace. So running at the 4 kilometer pace then felt so much more easier, and yeah, so look, I got fairly close to breaking the 20 minutes at Christmas, and I was only like 8 seconds away, 9 seconds away. And then I went on holidays and I kind of relaxed. I was eating pizzas over in Italy every day, or Tenerife every day, and I added on a bit of weight, and I completely relaxed, and my running went back down to, we'd say average. I was getting 21:30s, 21:40s, so it was kind of after a few weeks of getting these kind of times, I was like, okay, I'm going to join back to kickboxing. That was the first step, and I done that for 9 weeks, and then 3 weeks ago I started the intervals, and that's basically what got my times way down, way down. I started getting back into the 20 minute zones again, but yeah, so I got 19:52. That was chip time, and race time of 19:53. So look, I done it well. It was quite close now, but look, I am very happy. And yeah, look, it was a flat race. I had done this race years ago, but I completely forgot what the elevation was like, or what the terrain was like. But yeah, look, it was very flat. You started off at this training clubhouse, and then we finished off at a school. But yeah, so I started off, and the first 2 kilometers, there was a lot of children because it was like raising money for a local school in this area. So there was like probably 100 children all raring to go and all at the start line screaming and shouting, and it made kind of getting a good position at the start line kind of difficult. And it was just a sea of children running this way, that way, and this way, and it was nearly stepping on kids as stepping stones and the whole lot. But anyway, so once I broke past them, I'm pretty sure I did my first kilometer in 4:01. So look, I was still happy. My second kilometer then I done in 3:59. So just in around kind of where I need to be. But after the second kilometer, this is when it starts getting difficult, and the endurance part of it really hits. But it started hitting me. But I noticed this guy up ahead, and I just said, right, look, he's running at kind of this pace. So I ran up beside him, and I just stayed going with him, just literally stayed right beside him. And to be fair to this guy now, he was so helpful on this whole run. But he got talking to me, and he was giving me little tips and little motivation boosts. But he was just like, oh look, for this race you just stay with me. If you feel like dropping off, don't worry, I'll motivate you and keep you going. Now, to be fair to the man, he did, and I don't think I would have got the sub 20 if it wasn't for him, because I done the third kilometer in I think it could have been 4:04, for example. And on the fourth kilometer then I was running with him, and I really started feeling the legs getting tired, and the breathing I was probably taking all the oxygen from the whole countryside. But he noticed me dropping off a bit, and he was stern, but he was just like, come on, no, don't drop off, stay with me. So I don't know where I found the power from, but I stayed with him and ended up getting I'm not quite sure, but maybe it was a 4 minute on the dot or 3:59, I'm not sure, but I stayed with him. And then we were into the last kilometer, so I was really feeling the pain. And look, it was a flat course, so I didn't have to worry about hills, I didn't have to worry about anything like that. But coming up, at the 800 meter left mark, he was like, 800 meters left. And when he was just telling me this, I was thinking about my 800 meter intervals, and I was like, right, as hard as this is just like one last interval, so I kept that in my head. Then we came down to 400, and he was telling me the same thing, only 400 meters left. And meanwhile, I was keeping up this pace, and my breathing was so difficult, so bad. But look, came down to the last 150 then, and off in the distance we could see the race timer, and the race timer said like 19 XX something, right? And he just he screamed at me. He was like, you're going to do sub 20 today, you're going to do sub 20, give it everything you have. And I pushed the turbo button, and I dropped the hammer, as they say, but I really gave it my all. I sprinted as hard as I could and used every little bit of energy what I had, and I just blitzed across the line, and that's how I got my 1952. Now, as soon as I finished, I leaned up against a van, and I felt myself nearly getting sick in my chest. But yeah, look, it was just an absolutely unbelievable feeling, and I thanked your man so much after it, and just basically told him how important he was in that run. And yeah, look, it's an unbelievable feeling, because I started running 1 year ago, and at this race it was actually 1 year 9 days, but we'll call it a year for talk's sake. But I've had that goal in my head. I've just always wanted to do a sub 20, and now that I've done it, I just feel like the weight has been lifted, and it doesn't feel like it's such a hard goal anymore. It's kind of like the blockade has been lifted from my head, and look, going forward, I want to do 20-minute runs, just on average, like I don't want to be doing 21 30, 21 20, 21 10. if I can get my average runs in around the 20-minute zone and good runs in the sub 20s, that's kind of what I want to get as consistent. And just when I have a good day, I want that to be a sub 20. I just want that to feel a little bit more easier. And my A goal then is I'm hunting down 18:59. I want to get that sub 19, and I know I can do it, and I know I will do it. All throughout this year, it's one of the good factors has been just telling myself and telling other people I am going to do sub 20. Like, the power of your mind is really, really strong, and if you actually believe in it, you will do it. Because it's there's a lot of power in your mind, guys. That's why you always hear about visualization and thinking about your run in your head and thinking about you doing these paces, because your brain is it's a very powerful factor, and it certainly helped with me, just telling myself I will do this, and that's also what I'm telling myself with the sub 19. I will do that as well, and I don't know how long it'll take me, but look, I'm going to aim for it anyway. So going forward, I'm going for the sub 19. I'm going for more consistent sub 20 runs, and of course other race distances as well. I want to do good 10k times. I want to do good 10-mile times, and basically the rest. I'm still going to be hunting goals. I'm still going to be uploading videos on this page, and So look, I think the two main key factors for me were the interval training and going back kickboxing. That's what really helped me. And you see these videos online where guys are saying you need to run 40 to 80 kilometers a week to break sub 20, and genuinely, guys, like, my average works out at 12 kilometers a week, sometimes 10. I personally myself, it just works out with me. Now look, I am going kickboxing as an extra session, so there's an extra session on top of the weekly workload. But look, I'll go through in a separate video my weekly mileage and my averages per month, and you can see I'm not really pumping out that much. And I'll go through from my beginning stage, from back when I was at 25:50, I believe it was, and then down to this 19:52 zone. So look, thanks for watching the video, lads, and if you could like and subscribe, I'd really genuinely appreciate it a lot. I love making videos on this page, and I plan on uploading a lot more tips and tricks and all the rest. But look, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time.